All right, what are we doing today, Joe?
Well, I'm glad you asked. So today we're going to be installing the door jambs that we milled up. So we already have our water-based stain, 2 coats of poly. Now we're getting ready to attach the jambs to the rough opening. And today we're going to be using these easy door hanger clips, which I've been using lately, and I'm very happy with them. And you can see they have these little indication marks. So this screws to the back of the jamb. You stick your jamb in there, like so. This one's already pre-marked. And then what you do is you're going to take a 5/8 screw and screw it in. And that's going to attach the jamb. So now that we have this one kind of mocked up, now let's go ahead and get ourselves a plumb line. And you can use a level, put a level on here, draw a line. I usually like to come in about 5/8 of an inch from the rough opening, snap a line. But this situation is a little bit different. The drywall has actually wrapped this whole thing with corner bead. So we had to take the corner bead out to get our full rough opening width. Now the only issue with that is with corner bead, you build up your mud on the outside. So with this particular application, we got these shims. They're actually horseshoe shims that we snapped, like so. I pre-drilled a hole for the screw to go through, and we'll stick that in there like that, stick that in there like that, and then that should build us out. So we should be good. Thank you, Insider Carpentry, for showing me this little product right here. The very end of our bracket to the line, and that's going to give us a nice plumb jamb. All right, we'll assemble the jamb and we'll show you how we put it in. All right, as I was saying earlier, edge of our bracket is on our plumb line, shim, screwed in. Now we're going to do this one here. That is a plumb jamb right there. Now we just need to do the other side, and then the tops will adjust when the doors are in. So we have a nice even 1/8 inch gap at the top. All right. Should fit like a glove. Huh. Fits like a catcher's mitt. Hello? Hello? Hey, welcome back. I lost you guys for a second, not sure what happened, but our door does not fit like a glove. It was my mistake. I assumed that these doors were factory doors, not cut, but they were cut. So I did not take that into account. Don't always assume it. So the problem is we have a 4 7/8 from here to here, and then we have a 4 and I think it was 3/4 from here to here, which is causing this door to be out of square. So how do we fix that? And then if you look up here, this door's a lot higher, it's tight. So, and this is another good thing about these easy hangers that I like, is if you look over here, when you have to do micro adjustments, it's just so easy. And let me show you. Jeremy, if you want to stand back here and just focus on this up here, and then see what happens. All I'm going to do is just loosen these top 4 screws. I'll just give it a little. See how easy that is to adjust? So what we want to do is start with the doors even at the top, and then we'll tighten this screw. And then we can tighten this. So that's just by tightening the top two screws. And then if you can get a look at that. Now that's being pushed up because we have ball catches up there, but that'll sit down. So we have a nice gap, fairly flush at the top. Top two corners are matching up, and that's what we want to do, about an 1/8 gap in the center. And then we just, maybe some little micro adjustment at the bottom over here. Might be hard to see. But that looks pretty good. So I feel like you don't have to shim these doors. I'd still put a long screw through the hinge into the 2x4. These are Masonite hollow core doors, so they're very light. But we will shim behind all the hinges, in between the hinges, and then we'll put some screws in there to flush up the top. And we're good.